Hey everybody, I'm Mully the Whiskey Guy, and I'm here doing my first ever whiskey tasting review. I've got 3 different whiskeys that were sent to me in a tasting pack. Fortunately, I've never tasted these 3 whiskeys before, and I'm about to do that with you online now. So they send it in a packet lettered A, B, and C so that you don't know what it is you're tasting. However, I'm a whiskey enthusiast and I couldn't just wait to the video to try to figure it out. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about these 3 whiskeys. Letter A I have here today in the snifter glass. This is Breckenridge bourbon whiskey made in, surprise, Breckenridge, Colorado. Breckenridge, Colorado is about an hour and a half drive west of Denver. This whiskey is 43.5% alcohol by volume and is made of a combination of 56% corn, 38% rye grain, and 60% barley. So that's the malt blend for this bourbon. It's 43% alcohol by volume, obviously made in the United States. The second one here in the Norland glass, scientifically designed to enhance the sight, smell, and taste of the whiskey that you are experiencing. Those are their words, not mine, roughly paraphrased. This is Few Rye Whiskey, few as in the not many. This one is made in Evanston, Illinois. It's about a half an hour drive north of Chicago, right on Lake Michigan. This is 46.5% alcohol by volume, also made in the United States, and is the combination or the blend of grain in this is 70% rye, obviously for the name, 20% corn, making it a bourbon whiskey, if you will, and the 10% barley, United States, of course. And the third and final whiskey that we have here is from the motherland of whiskeys. This one is Wolfburn Aurora. It's a Highland single malt Scotch whiskey from Scotland. It is made in the port town of Thurso, where the ferry would go over to the Orkney Islands, so on the very far northern tip of mainland Scotland. This one is 100% barley for the mash before distillation, and the spirit is aged in casks for a certain amount of time to be a whiskey or a Scotch whiskey. 80% of the spirit in this bottle was aged in ex-bourbon casks, so this type of stuff down here would have been in the barrel before this was aged, and 20% of the whiskey in this glass was aged in ex-sherry casks. So I'm getting a little bit of a scratchy throat telling about it. I'm going to have to drink some soon. Anyway, this one is 46% alcohol by volume. Obviously, as I've already said, made in Scotland. I'm going to have a little wash to get rid of the tickle and to cleanse the palate for the video and the tasting. So, color, medium golden brown, beautiful. The appealing for sure. So then we're going to have a smell. I'm getting a little bit of vanilla, some maybe toasted or roasted smells. Dried fruit for sure. Not really much else that I expect to come out, just more fruit, different various fruit flavors along the, apricot and things like that, but not fruit really for sure, just in general. We're going to have a little sip. A little bit of spicy. Vanilla and honey-ish. More dried fruit smell as it tapers off. Not lingering too long. Getting a slight bread taste. All right. I'm going to put a couple drops of water in it to open it up and see what I can come up with other flavors. Oh, gives the spice a little bit more kick. I don't have as much sweet anymore. Still the roasted, toasted, dried fruit, vanilla, still there, but not nearly as much as the spice at first. Still fading to a finish. Mild and fresh bread. Not really anything too nutty or anything other than those. We'll wash the palate. All right. Few rye whiskey. Smells of sweet, maybe a caramel, a little bit of buttery smell. Also maybe like a lemonade or a lime, citrus zesty kind of a, but still more sweet than zest. Not really getting much else. Maybe a spot of honey in the smell. I don't know. Honey doesn't smell very strong, but all right. Gonna have a little pull. Smooth on the lips and tongue. Has a feeling of the sensation of it just kind of flowing down, like fog. And just interesting. A little dry. Fog, but dry. Interesting paradox there. I got some pepper. Definitely indicating spiciness, but pepper is one of the flavors. Fruity still. It's not a super savory, if you will. Looking for the right word. It's more on the snacky or sweet side. I'll have a little more. Pepper, zesty, like Thai spice. A little bit of water here in it to open it up. 3 or 4 drops. Swirl it around. Nice color by the way. Very golden mahogany, you know, a little bit of red color. My favorite one as far as color goes, for sure. Definitely getting more of the citrus, the zestiness popping out that I mentioned before that I could smell. Cooling down some of the sweetness. The spice is still there, but a little bit muted, bringing the zest out to the front. Very nice. Very, very nice. All right, that was B, the Few Rye Whiskey from Evanston, Illinois. And finally, we have the Wolfburn Aurora. Give it a smell. Okay, I've got some spicy notes. Nutty for sure. What is that? Chocolate? Like a dark chocolate smell. Maybe some raisins. I wouldn't say dried fruit this time, just raisins. Nutty raisins, chocolate, spice. Those are what I'm getting now. It smells good. Let's have a taste. Chocolate, with spice. Melon, maybe even apple. Very, very faintly as it's fading. Floral, like springtime, but at the same time, even raisin. Explain that one, right? A little bit metallic. Smells like it might be, and tastes like it might be, younger than these other two, but I don't know. Very interesting. I'm going to put a little bit of water in it. Okay. Spicy notes are coming out further in the front. Maybe an applesauce type of a taste. Pepper for sure. And the spice, but maybe some other stuff too. I don't know. Okay. Time to decide which one I like the smell the best on, which one I like the taste the best on, and which one I like the color the best on. Well, the color's easy. I like the Few Rye whiskey the best. It appeals to the eyes, and it's beautiful. You know, the slightly darker, bolder color look. Very, very beautiful. Well done. Good job. As far as smell goes, I would have to say that I like the Breckenridge. Letter A. They have the best smell, with the dried fruit and the toasted, roasted. And then finally, taste preference. In order, I prefer, I'm surprised to say this, the Few Rye whiskey. Letter B. In the Northern glass. Maybe it's a glass. I don't know. But the Few is my preference. And then I am surprised to say that the Breckenridge is my second favorite here. And finally, the Wolfburn Aurora is the third. Mostly because it tastes younger in the metallic stuff. But overall, I would rate these still very highly. If on a scale of 1 to 100, they would all be in the 80s. But the Few might get to, we might be at 90 with the Few, 86 with the Breckenridge, and 84 with the Wolfburn. Not bad overall. Still very drinkable whiskeys. I would enjoy them all on their own at the right place and right time. And I have enjoyed them all thoroughly, reviewing them in front of you. Thank you all very much for watching. And go ahead and like and comment on the videos below. I do hope to get some suggestions on different whiskeys that you would like me to review. And a little tip that I am working on putting together something that will definitely help you as you develop your whiskey connoisseur as a person. And I look forward to presenting that in the future, but just know it's coming up. And this is just something I'm doing on the side to keep my interests going and drive me forward. Please like, share, and comment. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again very soon. Thanks.